What's up, y'all? This is the franchise here with another video. And I had a friend of mine that wanted me to talk about my most scariest moment and my most embarrassing moment. So I'm gonna put two into one and discuss this. And my friend name was Heather that wanted me to tell the story. So I'm gonna say this and how this happened when I was living in DC. I was 14 at the time, and my uncle was babysitting us. I say it had to be about 6, almost 8, 9 o'clock at night. You know, I think we had 8, and like around that time, everybody finished watching the movie, and it was still, still early. Everybody's wide awake. So I don't quite remember too much about it, but me and him got into an argument. He said something to me. I said something back. Words got exchanged out of nowhere. I had said something or something had happened. He called my mom and he said, "Well, your mom." He said, "Well, your son is showing his ass, and I think you need to do something." So notice he's in the kitchen talking to her. I'm in the living room, and all I heard say is, "I'm on the way." And if a mom got to get off of work to come home for something, you in trouble. So I'm sitting there arguing back and forth with him. And from when my mom was working there, it had to be about 45 minutes to an hour, if not more than that. And I could feel that she was going on I think a 90 on that 5 mile per hour sign. She was flying. So fast forward, she gets home. She opens the door. Me being the dumb person that I am, I walk towards her. She hits me in my chin. I lose all thought whatsoever right then and there. So I'm like, all right, wait a minute. I think my jaw broke. So I'm making sure everything's back in place. She said, "What I tell you about your mouth?" I said, "Wait a minute." I said, he said this and that. I don't care. He's grown. So at that moment, I'm scared to death. I'm like, all right, it's about to go down. Something's about to happen to me. I'm about to get tore up. So going back and forth. She said, "Strip." I said, "But it's cold." She said, "Strip. You want to be a man? You want to be a man, and you want to talk back to adults. Strip." So I get into my gym shorts, and I seen the belt. I'm like, oh hell no! I grabbed my stuff, which is this embarrassing moment right here, and I ran outside. I mean, I ran inside my underwear. I felt like Smokey when he smoked that angel dust on Friday. So eventually, I ran in my park, ran past my friend's house. She didn't see me out the window, and ran out front, ran to somebody else's hallway. And then somebody else's mom said, "What are you doing out here with no shirt and no clothes on? Do you realize it's 10 degrees outside?" I said, please don't take my mom out here. She's gonna, she's gonna beat me." She said, "Well, what did you do?" I said, "Talking back." She said, "Well, you deserve it." So I'm going there. I put my pants on. My freaking feet are freezing. I can't feel them whatsoever. She said, "Oh, you want to run out? Get inside the car." We get inside the car. She put all the windows down inside the car and went flying down the street to my dad's house. I act like I wasn't cold, but I was freezing. I couldn't hardly talk. I couldn't even open my hands out. They were still barred up. Then out of nowhere, my dad was talking to me, and we got home. I don't know. They took me like 30 minutes to defrost, and pretty much overslept for school the next morning. But that's my scariest and my embarrassing moment. Well, kind of embarrassed, but now we're talking about it because of what happened. And I feel I got more missing out of the story. But I think at that moment, what happened was things happened. Too much happened at one time. I couldn't think, so therefore I just ran. But I tell you, I will never run from that again, because as I look back at it now, it's like, why did you do it? It's just funny because my brother was talking about it the other day, and I just had a good laugh. But for kids out there, if you do something wrong, face the consequences and don't run, because you're going to get it twice as worse if they catch you. But this is my video. Like this video, subscribe, and tell me embarrassed, uh, your most embarrassed and your most scariest moment. If not, if they're both put together. I am the franchise. Have a good night.